Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you're doing well, inshallah. And thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to talk about this for so long and finally thought I'd give it a shot. So, I'm talking about today Ramadan and trauma. And it's so essential that you hear this with me and you share this with others because there's so many people out there who are struggling and they feel like they're struggling alone, but they're not. You're not, because there's real mental health trauma-related challenges when it comes to Ramadan, when it comes to fasting and everything else that goes on with this month. And so to all of those Muslims who are struggling, you try to fast and maybe you can last a couple of hours and then you find yourself falling into a depressive episode, or you're experiencing severe anxiety inside of your body. You are having, negative thoughts about yourself, a lot of like self-judgment and possibly self-harm. All of this is something that's happening to you. It doesn't mean that this is your fault. It doesn't mean that you are weak, that you are a weak Muslim, that you are a bad Muslim. It doesn't mean any of that. What it means is that you're human and you've gone through something in your life, some experience related to Ramadan, related to fasting, related to, a traumatic experience in your life. Or it could be also, yes, you have mental health challenges, experience depressive episodes or anxiety or panic or, PTSD or complex PTSD. You're experiencing these things, and fasting and going without food and water can be an extreme challenge. And there's something about fasting that, it gives you that clarity, right? Like it pushes away all other things, like the distractions and the, a lot of times the numbing agents, right? Whether that's binge watching TV or could be substance use or, it could be anything that you are abstaining from, right? During the month of Ramadan. And now you are not engaging in this. You're not using those, numbing agents, that help to calm that trauma response in the body, right? And that trauma response really being your body reacting, your mind reacting, your body remembering, and your brain remembering the trauma you've gone through, the mental health challenges you're dealing with. And it gets to be too much at times. We've got to talk about this more because there's so many people. I cannot even tell you the people that I know, the people I work with, the incredible human beings that I work with and that I know who struggle with this. And so we've got to talk about it, and I'm here to let you know that you are an amazing human being, that you are trying, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees that trying and that effort. He is ash-shakur, He's the most appreciative. He sees that you're trying. And if you go through a fast, a couple of hours, and then you find yourself falling into a depressive episode and having all of these harmful thoughts, you fall under that category of someone who is ill. And so, Allahu alam, and scholars can speak on this a bit more, but that is when you can, and you really need to, especially with harmful thoughts, you need to break your fast. Open your fast, however everyone likes to say it. You have to give yourself permission, because taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, taking care of your mental health is also that amana, right? That trust that we've been given. And if you're in harm's way, and that oftentimes happens during fasting, then a mental health professional, a trauma professional can tell you you're in harm's way. You need to protect yourself. You need to save yourself. You are in danger. You've got to open the fast and see yourself with a lens of compassion. Look at yourself with a lens of compassion, that you are a warrior. You are trying, you are making the effort, and you have been through so much. It is not your fault that you're having a tough time fasting and keeping a fast and fasting the whole 30 days and doing the prayer and doing all this stuff because of your mental health challenges and the trauma that you've gone through. And that's why I love that phrase, that it's what happened to you. It's not your fault, right? It's not your weakness or inability or incapability. All of this will be even more of that layer of shame that is not fair to you. It's not fair to you. So be kind to yourself. There's a lot more that I can say on this, but I wanted to just put out this short video that if you are struggling with fasting due to your mental health, due to the trauma that you've gone through in the past, and you may not even understand it. You may be like, I don't even know why. I want you to get the support that you deserve. Meet with a trauma-trained mental health professional, preferably Muslim, so they can understand, the fasting and religious trauma. There's real religious trauma out there. People have gone through shaming and, severe experiences with religious figures or religious spaces. There's a lack of safety in the body when the body's reacting. And so we've got to get you back to safety. And safety is going to come when you are kind to yourself, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I am a good Muslim. I am a good person. And I'm just struggling right now. And like Kristen Neff says, when she talks about self-compassion, I'm struggling right now and I deserve self-compassion. And you deserve that. So please don't be hard on yourself. It is completely normal and natural, right, as a human being to struggle with fasting, to struggle with the religious duties. It's important to get the support that you deserve. So reach out for support, mental health professional. You can reach out to me and I can answer whatever questions that you may have. And make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you feel like you can't remember a dua or you don't know what to say, just say like Ayyub alayhi salam said, and it was, I am struggling and you are the most merciful of the merciful, right? I am touched with affliction and you are the most merciful of the merciful. Just say that and speak your heart out to Allah, because He's there with you. He's listening. He loves you. And you've got to love yourself. You've got to be kind to yourself. So reach out. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. I will probably do another video on this. Please share it with others, because you are not alone. You are absolutely not alone. There are so many who are going through the same thing. So get the support and be kind to yourself. And I hope, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it easy for you and me and for all of us and for everyone struggling, because it's not easy. And we've got to acknowledge that. We've got to talk about it. We've got to create safe spaces so we can open up and talk to anyone about this without being judged, because judgment is harmful. Judgment and criticism is extremely harmful, and we have to remove it from our society. Everyone deserves love and compassion and understanding and accepting them, in all of their humanness, and loving them so that they can really flourish. And we've got to do that for ourselves. Take care, inshallah, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.